Chapter 11. Jephthah, from the region of Gilead, was a brave soldier. His father was named Gilead, and his mother was a prostitute. The wife of Gilead also had sons. When they grew up, they drove Jephthah away, saying, "You will not inherit anything from our father, because you are the son of another woman." Jephthah fled from his brothers and went to live in the land of Tob. Some worthless men joined him and they roamed together. Sometime later, the Ammonites went to war against the people of Israel. When this happened, the leaders of Gilead went to get Jephthah in the land of Tob and said, "Come with us and be our commander in the war against the Ammonites. I know that you hate me, and you hated me so much that you made me leave my father's house. Why are you coming to ask for my help now that you're in trouble? We came to speak with you because we want you to lead all the people of Gilead in the fight against the Ammonites. If you bring me back home to fight the Ammonites, and if the Lord God gives me victory, then I will be your ruler. Is that right? Yes, we will do as you say. The Lord is our witness." Then Jephthah went with the leaders of Gilead, and the people made him ruler and commander. And in Mizpah, in the presence of the Lord, Jephthah made the people swear to do everything that had been said. Then Jephthah sent messengers to the king of the Ammonites. The messengers said, "What do you have against me? Have you invaded my land? When the Israelites came out of Egypt, they took my land from the Arnon River to the Jabbok River and the Jordan. Now, without fighting, you must return my land." Jephthah sent other messengers to the king of the Ammonites with this reply: "The people of Israel did not take the land of Moab or the land of Ammon. When the Israelites came out of Egypt, they went through the wilderness to the Gulf of Aqaba and from there to Kadesh. They sent messengers to the king of Edom, asking permission to pass through his land, but he did not allow it. Then the Israelites asked the same thing from the king of Moab, but he also refused. So the Israelites stayed in Kadesh. They went through the wilderness, around the land of Edom and Moab, and came to the eastern side of Moab, across the Arnon River. They camped there, but they did not cross the river because it was the border of Moab. Then the Israelites sent messengers to Sihon, the Amorite king of Heshbon, asking permission to pass through his land in order to reach their own. But Sihon did not allow it. He gathered all his army, camped at Jahaz, and attacked the people of Israel. But the Lord, the God of Israel, gave the Israelites victory over Sihon and all his men. So the Israelites conquered all the land that belonged to the Amorites. They took all the land of the Amorites from the Arnon River in the south to the Jabbok River in the north, and from the wilderness in the east to the Jordan River in the west. It was the Lord, the God of Israel, who drove out the Amorites for his people, the Israelites. And now you want to take this land back? You can keep whatever your God gave you, but we will keep everything that the Lord our God gave us. Do you think you are better than Balak, son of Zippor, who was king of Moab? Did he ever challenge Israel? When did he ever go to war against us? For 300 years, the people of Israel lived in Heshbon and Aroah, the nearby towns, and in all the cities along the Arnon River. Why didn't you take them back during all that time? No, I have not done anything wrong to you. You are the ones doing wrong by trying to fight against me. The Lord is the judge, and today he will decide between the Israelites and the Ammonites. But the king of the Ammonites did not listen to the message that Jephthah had sent. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah. He crossed through Gilead and Manasseh, returned to Mizpah and Gilead, and from there advanced against the Ammonites. He made a vow to the Lord: "If you let me defeat the Ammonites, then whatever comes out from the door of my house to meet me when I return from the war, I will offer it as a burnt sacrifice to you." Then Jephthah crossed the river to fight against the Ammonites, and the Lord gave him victory. He defeated the Ammonites from Aroer to near Minnith, 20 cities in total land, continued to Abel Keramim. There was a great slaughter, and the Israelites defeated the Ammonites. When Jephthah returned to his house in Mizpah, his daughter came out to meet him, dancing and playing the tambourine. She was his only child. He had no other son or daughter. When Jephthah saw her, he was devastated. He tore his clothes and said, "Ah, my daughter, you are breaking my heart. Why must it be you who brings me sorrow? I made a vow to the Lord, and I cannot go back on it. If you made a vow to the Lord God, do to me what you promised. For the Lord God gave you victory over our enemies, the Ammonites. I only ask one thing. Let me go with my friends to the mountains and cry for 2 months, because I will never become a mother." And her father let her go for 2 months. So she and her friends went into the mountains, weeping because she would never be a mother. After 2 months, she returned to her father, and he did to her what he had promised to God, and so she died a virgin. From that came the custom that the women of Israel go out for 4 days every year to mourn for the daughter of Jephthah, the Gileadite. Chapter 12. The men of the tribe of Ephraim gathered to fight. They crossed the Jordan River to the side of Zaphon and said to Jephthah, "Why did you go out to fight the Ammonites, and didn't he call us to go too? Because of this, we are going to burn your house down with you inside it. I and my people had a serious fight with the Ammonites. I called you, but you didn't save me from them. When I saw that you weren't going to help me, I risked my life and went to fight against them, and the Lord God gave me the victory. So why are you coming now to fight against me?" Then Jephthah gathered all the men of Gilead. They fought against the men of Ephraim and defeated them. They did this because the Ephraimites had said, "You Gileadites who live in the lands of Ephraim and Manasseh are deserters from Ephraim." To stop the Ephraimites from crossing, the Gileadites took control of the places where the Jordan River could be crossed. When an Ephraimite who was trying to escape asked to cross the river, the men of Gilead would ask, "Are you an Ephraimite?" If he answered no, they would tell him to say the word Shibboleth, but if he said Sibboleth, because he couldn't pronounce the word correctly, they would grab him and kill him right there at the bank of the Jordan River. At that time, 42,000 Ephraimites were killed. Jephthah, the Gileadite, governed Israel for 6 years. Then he died and was buried in his hometown in Gilead. After Jephthah, Ibzan, from the city of Bethlehem, governed the people of Israel. He had 30 sons and 30 daughters. He let the 30 daughters marry men from outside, his group of families, and brought 30 girls from outside to marry his sons. Ibzan governed Israel for 7 years. Then he died and was buried in Bethlehem. After Ibzan, Elon, from the tribe of Zebulun, governed Israel for 10 years. Then he died and was buried in Ajalon, in the land of Zebulun. After Elon, Ebdon governed the people of Israel. He was the son of Hillel, from the city of Pirathon. Ebdon had 40 sons and 30 grandsons, who rode 70 donkeys. He governed Israel for 8 years. Then he died and was buried in Pirathon, which is in the land of Ephraim, in the hill country of the Amalekites. Chapter 13. The Israelites sinned again against God, the Lord. And so he let them suffer for 40 years under the hands of the Philistines. There was a man named Manoah, who was from the city of Zorah and belonged to the tribe of Dan. His wife could not have children. The angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, "You could not have children, and so you were never a mother. But now you will become pregnant and have a son. Do not drink wine or beer, and do not eat any forbidden food, because you will become pregnant and give birth to a son. Never cut his hair, because he will be dedicated to God as a Nazirite from the day of his birth. He will begin to deliver the people of Israel from the power of the Philistines." Then the woman went to her husband and said, "A man of God spoke to me, and he looked like an angel of God, and that made me afraid. I did not ask where he came from, and he did not tell me his name, but he promised that I will become pregnant and have a son, and told me not to drink wine or beer and not to eat any forbidden food, because the boy will be dedicated to God as a Nazirite for his whole life." Then Manoah prayed to the Lord, "Oh my God, I ask that you send again the man of God you sent to tell us what we should do with the boy when he is born." God did what Manoah asked. The angel appeared again to his wife while she was sitting in the field, and her husband was not nearby. Then she ran quickly to where he was. "The man who spoke to me the other day appeared again." Manoah got up and followed the woman, went to where the man was. "Are you the man who spoke to my wife?" "Yes." "While what you said is happening, how should the boy behave? What should he do?" "Your wife must do everything I already told her. She must not eat anything made from grapes, must not drink wine or beer, and must not eat any forbidden food. She must do everything I said." Manoah did not know that it was the angel of the Lord and said, "Please do not go away yet. Wait while we cook a young goat for you. If I stay, I will not eat your food, but if you want to prepare it, then burn the food as an offering to the Lord. What is your name? I need to know so we can honor you when what you said happens. Why do you want to know my name?" "Shh, my name is a mystery." Then Manoah took the young goat and 100 reas and offered them on a stone to the Lord, the God of mysteries. While the flames went up from the altar, Manoah and his wife saw the angel of the Lord go up to heaven in the middle of the flames. Then they knelt down and put their faces to the ground. Manoah and his wife never saw the angel again. And Manoah realized that the man was the angel of the Lord. Then he said to his wife, "We are going to die because we have seen God. If the Lord wanted to kill us, he would not have accepted our offerings. He would not have shown us all this, nor spoken all these things." The wife of Manoah gave birth to a son and named him Samson. The boy grew, and the Lord blessed him. Samson was in the field of Dan between Zorah and Eshtaol when he began to feel that the Spirit of the Lord was guiding him,